What's up, guys? It's your boy Socrates, Jeffrey. Get okay. Today I'm going to talk about what happens when you ignore women a little too long. You know, it becomes a little... There's this one, there's a few guys that explain ignore women to just ignore them and be on your purpose, which I think to a certain extent you should, but you shouldn't also. For example, if she's high interest in you, why would you want to ignore her? She's basically interested in you. All you have to do is walk up and talk. Because when you ignore, if you're in a setting, hold on, let me go this way. It's actually easier. If you're in a setting where you constantly see people to a certain extent, for example, I like to use the gym for me because that's really the most common place that I go. Now I'm going campus more because I started school, and that's a different story, man. And what happens when you ignore these women to a high degree, disgusting degree, to the point that you, even the high interest one that shoots their shot, you completely just ignore them. You basically rejected them right then and there, and you barely talk. This is what happens. You basically just straight up intimidate mostly everyone. The women would be completely intimidated by you. And I don't mean essentially because your aura, your everything. Yes, to a certain degree they will be nervous and to some degree intimidated, but they would be even more scared of rejection, even more chasing, but watching you from a distance, even more, how do I say this? I don't want to say passive aggressive, but they will become a little bit more resentful, a little bit more reserved, a little bit more scared to really shoot their shot or at least approach you. That's from my experience. Because I have, even the ones that are called, that would call, even the dimes will be extremely reserved because they don't want to get rejected like that. Another thing that I've come across is when you ignore a woman or that's in a social group too long, when you actually do say good morning or hi or anything, they just won't respond. Most of the time they don't respond because they're just so nervous, completely on eggshell. They're walking on eggshell, completely tense. But as soon as you say good morning to her, you can even look at her and say good morning, and they will, one, not even realize you're being looked at, or maybe you took a glance. They won't even look back at you. For some of them, as long as, if they know you, they won't look back at you. They will actually, you have to hold the stare for a while for them to actually turn their cheek and look at you. But when you say good morning to them, and they just don't expect it. Complete malfunction, complete brain scatter, complete nervous energy, complete everything. They truly do not, their brain cannot compute that you just said hi to them. It's true. Alright, bro, nobody cares about your abs. Drop that shit. I'm kidding. Anyways, but yeah, they just malfunction, man. They just malfunction. They just can't really comprehend that you even said hello. They're just flabbergasted, baffled, everything. Because I'll give you an example. I'll give you 3 examples, actually. One of them, 2 of them are employees. One of them was not an employee, I think. But one employee, she's been, I'm assuming shooting her shot. And one day I was just walking past. We were both walking past each other. She turned the corner, she saw me, and she just instantly tensed up. And then when I was walking past her, I looked at her. She was not looking at me. She was just looking straight, and I said, "Good morning." She said nothing. But she was watching me through the mirror because there's a long path into the bench area. I was leaving anyway. So she was watching me through the mirror to see if I would like check her butt out or something, if I would turn around. You know, that's why I'm assuming that I'm going to go with that. Because she saw me shake my head through the mirror, and she, like 3 seconds later, screamed out, "Good morning." Then that day I ignored her for essentially a week. Because I go to gym, focus on me. Barely talk. But this time, by another time, she was watching me through the corner of her eye, because she always does that. And I walked past her. She turned, looked at me. I said, "Good morning." And she gave me one of those like smiles. Like, then I said, "Good morning." Then she said, "Good morning" back. Like she was ready for it this time. Another gym employee, basically the same thing. I said I dapped up this one trainer guy, the one that I feel like I'm cool with, but maybe he also hates me. And I dapped him up, and the girl was staring like, why is he always get dapped up? That's what I'm assuming in her head. But I still looked at her and I said, "Good morning." And she was like shocked. She didn't even say anything. She was just like staring into space. And the person she was training goes, "Hey, he said good morning to you." And she's like, I know." And then she kept like pruning, whatever. I don't know, like fixing her pants. Because I was right next to her. And I'm just like, dude, is this really the outcome of ignoring women too much? At least in a place that you see them most every week. Another one was this one girl also I was ignoring. She's a trainer, but I don't think she works there. She just trains people. Like, she brings her own clients into the gym. And one day I said, "Hey, I like your hair like that." And she just like was staring into the void. And then the person she was training goes, "Hey, he said something to you." And then she goes, I don't know what she said, but she probably said, "I know." But then she started like, then I was in the dumbbell area, and then she like kind of brushed up, but like really close in my zone so I could talk to her. And then it was funny because we're always actually next to each other when we work out. Now, like, if I really think about it, I'm like, damn, I'm actually near this chick so many times. And then next time I saw her, no, not the next time, like 2 weeks later, after that event, I was walking into the outside area to do cable delt for your back delts. And she saw me. She instantly picked up her stuff because she was like holding the other cable. Mostly she didn't want people to be near them. And I'm like, "Oh, how'd you know?" And she goes, "Yeah, good morning." She goes, "Yeah, good morning. How are you?" I'm like, I just started laughing. I'm like, that's not what I asked. But yeah, bro, they're just funny. Yeah, like, but I think another positive, but there's positives to it to a certain extent, because they know that they understand that, okay, this guy clearly has plenty of options. I see it. if he's ignoring me, maybe I'm not good enough, but maybe if I do something wrong, he's gonna cut me off and ignore me and feel some type of way. So I need to be on my A game. They are completely in nervous mode around you. They are completely, they can't really understand, but they will have to actually start thinking about, okay, what did I do wrong? Like example, she didn't say good morning back right away. I just kept pushing, doing my thing. Next time, she was ready for it. So yeah, these are 2 things, well really 2, 3, that I picked up when it comes to ignoring women a little too much, especially when you see them constantly. Me personally, I don't want to go for gym employees because they honestly just talk so much within the setting, and I don't like my business really out there. And what I mean by that is, if I do something, they're gonna talk to the other male employees, and the male employees are gonna get even more mad at me, and it's just gonna be like, dude. Not only that, they'll probably put my other business out there, and it's just like, what are you guys doing? Like, you know, I'm low key. Just act low key, or at least talk amongst yourself. I don't care if you talk, because girls talk, but at least talk amongst yourself. Anyway, I digress. Or doing your group chat, because I know you have it. So yeah, maybe another issue will be on you is that you get too used to ignoring. Especially those that are high interest, you will even ignore them. That's not really the way you should go. So that's something I need to work on and need to fix on. I highly suggest just being direct and also cold approaching to a certain extent. If they're high interest, shoot your shot. They're high interest. Why hold back? Just say hi, hello, my name is blah, blah, blah. Now, at the gym, different story because everyone's there to work out. But at the end of the day, you are him. They are them. If you really fuck up, she's just going to go off your time slot. But she might also come back because it happens. It happens. When you're that guy, you can make so many mistakes. It's crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, you guys have a great day. Please like and subscribe if you like the content. I'm going to be pushing out more. And I'm getting, oh my Lord, I just remembered. I had the AC on the whole time. Sorry about that.